pile of sand. That's hard, right? So it don't mean it ain't good players, but it's a lot of not so good players there too. So you have to like kind of go between, like figure out where they at. That's what I'm saying. Both UAA and UA Rise. I've been to the events, so like just because you may play against some, I seen what's out there, and I went from every court. I watched the hat. Went from every court to go watch. Then I went to EYBL, and every game is nice. 15U, 16U, all of them dudes be nice, except for like a couple teams, but very rare, very rare. But if I'm you, I'm trying to play my way up until these shoot teams because that's gonna help you, So that's what I believe. But hey, that's what I see. You got to play for a good team that's gonna get some exposure, so you to see. I think the game has changed. I think you got to be on a good team for people to see you. So, but hey, just trying to help. I just wanted to ask you that question. Like, did y'all get cut from the team? Do y'all know? Is that still a thing? Do they still put the name on the door? Like you didn't make the team, or did they just text you? So I just thought about that. Like when you see the name on the gym door, you wake up early in the morning, you can't sleep the night before. And you're like, man, did I make it? And you wake up the next morning, you go look on the thing, you made it. That's a great feeling. So I got 1,000 videos on my post. Just go watch them. Right? Find the ones you need. I got almost every video that you need. I promise. So, but yeah, they email it. They'll email it now. Gotcha. So they email the roster. No, they gotta go back to putting it on the door. When you put it on the door, it just feels different. 15U definitely matters. So 15U, like I think when you get to 15U is when you should start playing, right? If you're on a major team. So like I think that's what you need to do. So that would be my opinion on 15U. Like I just like 15U, the 15U teams that I just watched at the NCAA Academy were big time. Like they were really good. It was Puma, Adidas, Nike. It was all of them. So, yeah, it makes it more personal on the door for sure. Like if you see it at the door, it's like you just make it personal. It's nice. So, but how do you get in touch with college coaches? I mean, you could email them, but like I tell people all the time, like you emailing us like somebody emailing us and giving us a spam email. Like you want somebody to take you off an email, but if they haven't seen you play, like it's very rare that that's going to happen, unless people have like low resources and they can't get out and see people. But people that have resources, like a lot of Division I coaches have resources, so we can go watch games. And we're already recruiting people. That's what I don't understand. I need y'all to understand that. We're already actively recruiting people. So you emailing me meaning you're selling me to tell me how good you are compared to I already have people that I'm recruiting that I already think are good, right? So you can tell me all day till you blue in the face that you're better than them, but I haven't seen you play and I'm not going to risk my job or my livelihood on somebody to send me an email with their film, which is all good plays anyway. You know what I mean? So, would you reclass a young age top middle of the pack kid if you believe he'd stand out in the class? Yep. Whatever helps the kid, I would. Remember the 10th grade when I didn't make the team and changed my whole mindset on basketball. You don't make it once, don't give up. No doubt. Like, you need that. Like, you just need it. I don't know, you just need it. What do you think about Puma Circus? I didn't go see Puma Circus, but I heard it was really good this year. I ain't gonna lie. Toronto has all the best kids now, so how do you tap in? Me? You talking about me? I mean, like I said, if y'all can give me I tell y'all this all the time. If y'all can give me a flight pass, I'll come all over the country, come watch y'all. I can't spend that type of money on the school dime. Can't go all these places. But I go all these places. Promise I come visit y'all, come watch y'all teams, all that. If y'all can find me somebody that work at one of these flights, and I got y'all. Until then, I'm going with the people I know. What if you sending the whole game footage? Well, if your highlights not good, I'm not watching it. Like if your highlights aren't good, because I'm gonna watch the highlight. If your highlights aren't good, I'm not gonna take time to watch the whole film. And also, I have to watch film on the kids that I'm already recruiting. So you asking somebody to spend time on your film when they already recruiting other people. That's why it's tough. So, I love Vancouver. I don't know if y'all got hoopers, but the actual city, I absolutely love Vancouver. If I ever get some money one day, I'm buying a crib in Vancouver. That's how much I love Vancouver. So, private school for development confidence for a high school freshman or public school for adversity. Whatever, I don't know the kid, so whatever's best for the kid. Where are the coaches looking, high school or AAU? Both. Yes, Vancouver, BC in Canada. I've been there. I love that place. Like, absolutely love that place. So, Thoughts on JUCO? Yeah, no. JUCO probably the best it's been in a long, long time. So JUCO, you know, probably the best it's been in a long time. I'm 14, but I play up on 15. Do you think I also should play 14 as well? That's on you. You know what I mean? Whatever you think gonna help you be better. King Gage 23. Listen, to get your name out there, you got to be a good player. Good player. If you don't got your name out there, that means you ain't either playing for the right people, you ain't got in front of the right people, or you're not very good. That's as simple as I can make it. Y'all always think like it's like some way to like you can't market yourself to a scholarship. Like I don't care how much marketing you do. It's people that send me emails every day. And if they bad, I just delete the email. I've probably watched it once and I'm like, they're not good. I delete the email. So you can't market your way onto somebody's team. You have to be a good player. You know? And sadly, like a lot of people that are emailing aren't like that. Like some of them are, but it's very few and far between. That's just the truth. So if you have to sell me, you gotta think if you have to sell me that you're good, that means you ain't done enough work in front of people. And that's why I said tell people like, I'm at the events. So when I watch kids, there's kids that don't play hard. So you want a scholarship and I go to the court and that may be the only time I see you and you're not playing hard, I'm walking away from the gym. Like I'm gonna go to the other gym, other court, and go find somebody that's playing hard. So that's what happens to a lot of y'all. Like y'all don't play hard. And because you don't play hard, you don't get the opportunity. And when you don't get the opportunity, that's when y'all start trying to email people. But you had the opportunity when somebody came to see you. Or you out of shape. That's one too. Like, golly, it's crazy how much y'all don't run and try to get y'all. Y'all talking about, none of y'all in basketball shape, but y'all play basketball all year. Like, that's crazy. Like, what grade you see potential in girls? Ooh, that's a good question. I mean, I think about the same, like 14, 15 years old. Like, you probably didn't see it earlier. It depends on how well they develop. But you don't really know, like, you really don't know, like, how good they're going to be. Like, even boys, you don't know how good they're going to be to probably, like, their junior year is probably when you can really tell. Like, okay, that kid's going to be pretty good. Some kids now as sophomores, you can tell, like, they have a chance to be really good. But you really don't know. You just kind of trying to see the future. Like, that kid's going to be really good because they have intangible things. They play hard. They talk. Like, we offered a sophomore, a couple sophomores the other day that I watched in the NCAA Academy because they played hard, they were tough, and they talked. And I'm like, there's college kids that don't do that. So if they already doing that at 15, they probably going to be really good by the time they're seniors. You know what I mean? So, I only know how many points they scored. They played hard, they played tough, they played defense, they did all the right things, they scored a couple points, but like it really wasn't about their scoring, it was about like their impact on the game. And that's why they got an offer. So, I think you've already made a video on this, but what does it take for a 6'4" forward to make it down to make it from a JUCO to a D2 4-year? Good numbers. Like, you got to average, you got to be on a good team, depending on the JUCO you went to. I don't know what JUCO you're going to, but you got to have good numbers. You need to strive for 50, 40, 90. 50% from the field, 40 from three, 90% from the free throw line. If you're a 6'4" forward, you need to add rebounds to your bag. You need to average 5 a game, at least. And then that's going to draw somebody's attention. Like, if you average 10 points and 1 rebound, you're not getting recruited. If you average 10 points, 5 rebounds, and 2, 3 assists, somebody going to at least, and you shooting 50%, 40 from 3, and 90%, they're going to try to figure out why you ain't playing more or why you know what I'm saying? Like, leave people with like, oh, that's good numbers. Dude be averaging 20, shooting 35% from the field. Don't nobody want that. I don't. Because, in college, you're going to shoot 30% most of the time. You know what I mean? So, it's your resume. You want to have good numbers, good stats, take great shots. You know what I mean? Shots that you're going to take in the game. Go rebound the basketball. I can't say that enough for guards. Do you be at I was at the On the Radar tournament a couple weeks ago. Sean Williams is my guy. Sophomore things that need to be accomplished sophomore year in high school. Starting on varsity, making varsity, I appreciate all the advice you give my son as a young hooper. 7, I'm just having him play. Yeah, 7 years old, just have fun. Like, play outside, play against everybody. Like, yeah, we have a strength conditioning coach. Email him. What was your height? 6'2", 6'3". Nothing counts until junior year, correct, meaning college coaches looking. No, it counts, but, like, it does count. But I'm saying, like, your junior year is when you really can build a relationship with a kid. So, like, anybody that's not a junior, I can't call them. They can call me anytime they want to, but I can't call them. So, how can you build a relationship with them if they don't call you? You can't. You know what I mean? So you're building a relationship with their coach. You can't even talk to their parents. Like, we can't talk to the parents or the kid until they're a junior. Now, people do it, but you can't do it. It's illegal. So when they become juniors is really when you're like a recruitable, like, kind of recruitable athlete. I can show up to the campus and I can see you, like if I'm at your high school, I can see you and talk to you then. Even at your games, I can come to your games, blah blah. But I'm going to watch another, like an older kid. I can say what's up to you then. But I can't do that. I can't just call you though. You know what I mean? So if I'm not in your area, like if you live in Alabama, I ain't gonna never see you unless I come out there. So being 6'4", 6'5", having a little dribble screen, seeming good defense, a little overweight. No, if you got a bad body and you overweight, you not finna get recruited. I'm gonna tell you straight up, no, unless you just giving people 40. You can't be 6'4", 6'5", and overweight. I'm sorry, because you're gonna be now. You can go to college, but you ain't even go D1. You might go D2 or JUCO, but even then, like dudes flying up and down the floor. Man, get in shape. You know what I mean? Y'all have the best metabolism, everything right now. Just make great choices with your health and what you're eating. And man, run. Get out there and run. I don't understand why y'all don't run. Run. Go running. So, run. If you got time, I have my highlights on my page. Like I said, I don't have time to watch anything extra. So I have a lot of dudes we recruit and I don't have time. So I'm just being real. So if y'all want to, like I said, if you want me to watch it and you want me to take my time, subscribe to my page. If not, I'm not watching it. I got too many people on recruit. So, let me see how to build confidence during a bad game. I mean, even if you have a bad game, if you're in the gym, and you're working on simple stuff, you should have confidence. At least I can do one thing, right? So if you have a bad game, it happens. Like having a bad game happens. But you can't have a bad game and then every time somebody come watch you play, you have a bad game. You keep saying, man, I had a bad game. No, at some point, you got to have a good game or somebody has to see that you can help them throughout your bad game. That happens. Like you can see a kid and be like, okay, I like what he's doing, even though he's not having a good game offensively or whatever, but he's doing other things to impact winning. That's how you still get recruited. So, hey coach, how have you been? How's my day been good? I was at the office all day. Still waiting on the podcast. Man, y'all keep talking about this podcast. I don't know if I got time for a podcast. I ain't gonna lie. You mean my time is? What you mean how? Because you wanna know why? Because I'm recruiting like 50 dudes. That's why it's limited. And I have our own guys that I have to check on and make sure they're straight. Like what do y'all think we do? That's all I want. One ball, one word. What do you think we do as college coaches? You think we just sit around and just watch basketball all day? We have so many things to do. Like we don't just sit there and watch film all day. Like y'all are funny, man. Y'all ask questions before you ask me a question like that. Like we do a lot of things. Like every college coach is super busy. I'm getting on social media because it's Saturday and I've already put my work in for the day. So I'm getting on social media, but really, I really cannot say nothing to none of y'all. So, don't do that. But it's barely getting minutes on varsity as a sophomore good. I mean, at least you on varsity, some people don't make the team. Trying to play guard, my high school coach forced me to play Viz. Any advice on going forward? Work on your ball handle, work on your guard skills so you straight. As an underground hooper, how do I get media attention? Underground hooper, what does that mean? I don't know what that means. It's not that I'm overweight, I'm not fat, I'm chubby. Yeah, so you need to get to 195. Your coach telling you get to 195, then you need to get to 195. I don't understand. If your coach told you to get to 195, go get to 195. Figure it out. Ask somebody so you can get to 195 so you can play at a better weight. If you are 225 and you are 6'4" guard, when coaches look at you, you don't pass the eye test, so you're not going to get recruited. I saw that happen this summer. I'm like, man, he good, but man, he got a street, big body, right? So it's not how that's not what coaches are looking for. They want big, athletic, strong players. And if you overweight, only way overweight works is if you're big, not no guard. So does winning state bring attention to you? Yes. If you win state, that's a good thing. If you have time for a live, you have time for a podcast, you would be great with a podcast. You're right. That's right. You're right. I just ain't put a podcast together. How about that? What's the best advice? I think live is easy though, because my phone is in my hand. Podcast is like you gotta get the camera, you gotta go to the studio. That's a lot. You know what I mean? I probably use my phone, but I got a nice camera, so I'll probably use my camera. But I'll have to go to the studio, make sure my mic is right, all this stuff. That's time. But I feel what you're saying. This is way easier. How to get my shot more efficient. When you go into the gym, shoot shots for efficiency. So if you're going to shoot 10, try to make 7. You need to at least make 7 minimum. to be a good shooter, right? So if you got 10 shots and you making 4 out of 10, you ain't a very good shooter, right? So and you got to shoot game like, not stand up straight, take your time. That ain't a game like shot. Shoot a game like shot. You need to try to make 7 out of 10. So how often does an athlete draw your attention on social media? Very rare. Well, I shouldn't say that. They draw my attention, but I still need to go see him play. So I may be like, oh, that kid's pretty good. Let me follow him to keep him on my mind. And then if I'm at the event, I try to like research where they're at. Okay, they're gonna be at the same event I'm gonna go to, and I'll go watch them to see if their highlights match their real game. So I guess to an extent, yeah, but I'm still gonna watch you in person. Contested or uncontested shots? No, uncontested shots. Some of y'all can't make uncontested shots. Like, don't skip steps. You need to make. Got to get to the point, like, where you can make 10 out of 10 on call for real. Like, at least mid ranges. You get what I mean? So, like, that's what you need to like focus on. But you got to be at the point of somebody like, man, shoot 10 right now. You make a 7 out of 10. Or if you make 5, you want 4 for 5. Like, that's how you train efficiency, right? So if you're efficient in practice, you're efficient in the game, right? There's a lot of people that like they train and they miss their first 4 shots. If you go look at their game, they miss their first 4 shots, because they train in that way. So that's what you need. Do y'all consider age when recruiting? Do you prefer younger players to go to prep school? Yes, prep school or JUCO. I mean, I think you got to try to get older. You change when you get older. Your body changes. How did you get scouts to watch the games? They come to the events. If you're at the same events that they're going to be at, just text them and say, "Here's my schedule. Can you come watch me play?" That's what people did with me. I went to go watch them play. Some of them, a lot of them, you might not like. It just happens. Or they're not better than the kids that you already recruit. What do you look for out of a big catch and finish, rim run, set screens? If they can make a 3, that's a plus. Rebound is a big one. Like, you can't be no big and not rebound no basketball. You ain't going to get recruited. If you're a big and no rebound, come on, you ain't get recruited. I'm an international player. I want to play D1. So how difficult is it and how to come to the States? I don't know how you get here, but come to the States. Find a high school, send your film over to a high school, try to come see if they got scholarships, get an agent over in your area that has American connections. So that's how I would do it if I were you. If you invite a player to your elite camp, does that mean you have potential interest in those players? Sometimes. Yeah, we did. Malachi can go. What should a PG be doing on the workouts? Working on their ball handling, making the shots they're going to shoot in the game. Probably doing some defensive drills to an extent. You need to be, at the point guard spot, you got to be able to guard the point guard. So, and then workouts, though, like, you need to shoot from the spots that you can shoot from in the game. So, but yeah, fellas and ladies, I just wanted to ask. I'm about to go inside, but I just wanted to ask who got cut. Who know what they feel like. All right. But if you do get cut, if you do get cut, keep working. Because it ain't never over. But a lot of y'all have a very heightened sense of how good you really are. That's the biggest problem I see. You think you're better than what you really are. Right? And you have to know that you ain't that good for you to get better. But if you already think, like, the growth and fixed mindset, if you already think you're good, you don't need to work. This is going to be people pass you by all the time. If you always keep your mind on, I got to continue to keep getting better, you're going to get what you need. You know what I mean? So, that's all. Like I said, man, I'll just try to get on here and give y'all some advice, man. But watch my videos. What's your best advice to athletes this year? Get better. Folks, get better or get worse. That's my best advice. My dad gave me that advice. I use it to this day. So, but thank you for this, Coach. I'm glad to hear it. I sent you film on a kid, and you haven't responded. Where's your ego from? Where's yours from? You send me film on a kid. Do you think I'm supposed to respond to you? I don't know you. That's just like me asking you, send you an email at your job and be like, answer me. So where's your ego from? I don't have an ego. I didn't see the film from you. Matter of fact, so like you just whatever. But y'all gonna try. Y'all got the right one to try. Cause I'm not one of them. But like I said, you send me film on a kid. I didn't get the film. That's probably what you should have said. Did you get the film? I didn't get it. Secondly, I don't have an ego at all. I'm actually really chill. But you must have an ego if you think you just expect me to respond to your message. and I don't know you from Adam. And if you ask other people, I responded to them. I responded to most people, so that means I didn't get it. So, but I appreciate you though. Like y'all just think like you just think I'm just supposed to respond to y'all. I don't know you, bro. But I'm 6 foot and I'm 17. I'm starting to look for colleges and coaches. I don't know how to connect with them because of the time difference. Where you live? Got some. Well, yeah, Australia. I love Australians. Them dudes. They winners. They love winning. I like them. What do shooting guards have to be good at? Shooting, rebounding, the defense. You got to guard you know, 1 through 3. So, but not. No, it's all good, man. You know, man. I know I'm chill. I don't have to argue. I ain't gonna argue with nobody, man. I'm just saying, like, you coming at me, and you don't even know that I respond to most people. But like, what are you talking about? You know, you got an ego if you think that I'm just supposed to respond to you like, why you respond to me? Like, well, who are you? You know, same thing you asked me. I'm gonna ask you the same thing. You know, I'm at an AU game right now. You kill him. You're from Morocco. I don't know how you do that. You got to either get up when we up, right? From Durham, North Carolina, about 11, Sydney. Look, I'll connect you with some boys here. Yeah, nah, like Australia got some good players. Like I ain't gonna lie, like they got to be able to fit us. But like the dudes we've played against have been from Australia. I really like their game. So you know, because I just think their mind is on winning. I think they want to win. I think they play the game the right way. You know, things like that. So, but as your recruiting list is pretty extensive, how many players would you estimate are on your high interest list? Good question. Probably about 20 because you have to have 1, 2, 3 at every position. So that's 15 right there. I probably got 4 at every position that I'm like talking to, and then it depends on also too like if we said this is a kid that we need. Like we need him. We need this position. Then I'm recruiting like 4 or 5 of them, and that's all. I'm recruiting. They high interest guys. So like I'm different than most people because like if I was a high major, I wouldn't have as many people. I'm not a high major, so I got to recruit hundreds of dudes every year. And then most kids that you recruit, they're gonna tell you no. So they're gonna be like, nah, coach, I'm not interested. Move on to the next one. You know what I mean? So you can't just have like 2 or 3 of them, and then they're not gonna come. Most of them not coming here. You know, I know that. So I'll be recruiting a lot of players that are either around the same. Like one of them may be way better than the other 5, but the 5, I feel like okay, if they work, I can help them get to my number 1 target. So, you know, I have a lot of kids that I recruit. What specifically did you see in Malachi Hill when you offered him? What I saw in him is he talked. That was one of the things that drew me to him. He talked to his whole team. He sat there and he was like directing traffic at the point guard. He really knew how to get fouled. He's really fast in transition with the basketball. He plays at a different pace than everybody on the floor. Like his pace was way different than everybody on the floor. So when he was easy to see, he was disruptive defensively, and he's a little guard. He was disruptive defensively. His pace was crazy. Like his pace was way better than everybody's. You know, he made shots. He made big plays late in the game. That for his team to win games. You know, I liked him. Like he played the game the right way. He distributed the ball when he needed to distribute the ball. He scored when he needed to score. And I watched him 3 or 4 times. So I was like, I felt good about him. You know what I mean? That's specifically like he played hard like the whole time. You know, he was all over the floor. It was hard to miss him. He was everywhere. You know, he was disrupting defense. He was taking the ball and running down the floor and laying the ball up. He was coming off the ball screen, getting fouled, making free throws. You know, he was doing everything. So it was hard to miss him. You know, so that's what really stood out to me with him. The lowest GPA that any D1 can work. I think you can have a 2.3 to go D1. Yeah, Michael Jamal. Yeah, he will reach out. Thank you, Michael Jamal. I appreciate you because you know how people be. How do you feel about guards from Jersey? I love them. They tough, but I don't know nobody in Jersey, so I ain't like y'all not gonna have me in nobody hoods, and I don't know where I'm at now. Like I love y'all, I really do, but I also am smart. I'm not gonna go just know I gotta have a pass in some of these places. I already know how to go. So I'm not just gonna pop up in y'all hood and nobody know who I am. Like, hey, who's bro? You know what I mean? I love Jersey guards, but at the end of the day, I gotta have a connect in Jersey for me to come out with. I'm a junior that's 17. I really think my biggest problem is connections, and how can I change that and get more connections? You think your biggest problem is connections? What do you mean by that? Need the Michigan boys to get shown some love. Yeah, Michigan guys. Hey, I like the ones from Flint. I just like Saginaw, no, the toughness. Everything. I don't care where they from. If they tough and they some dogs and they are work, send them my way. You know what I mean? I figure out the rest. Like, okay, he not good enough. I figure out the skill part and everything, but they gotta have that. Like toughness, dog. You know, little jump with them. You know, I like that because I think that helps you win. You know, so. And then my job is to help them on and off the floor. So they got a little, you know what I'm saying? They can't be crazy, but they got a little something. I'll take them, you know. I will take them. You know, I'll push them to coach. So grades are really important in the recruiting process because of the difference for you getting a scholarship offer or not. What would be a good GPA for these basketball recruits? Probably 3.0 is pretty simple, easy. It's a B average. You should at least have that. What position we need the most? A 4 because we losing that. Probably 5 too because we losing. We got one that's a senior. 2 of them. We got a senior that's a 4-man, senior that's a 5-man. So that's probably kind of like high priority for us right now. Would you ever recruit a player that never played high school ball if they were nice? If they were nice, I recruit them as long as they can play NCAA basketball. I have a son who's a freshman that has an opportunity to play varsity JV. Is that wise to do or stick to one of them? No, I play both. I play both. What school are you at? Cal State Bakersfield. I'm upcoming 6'1". I need some tips to play varsity. Make layups, free throws, and play defense. That'll get you on somebody's team. I'm going to send you a DM. You think you would like my nephew? Don't know. So you think I like your nephew? Gotcha. I'm a coach from Newark. What is your best advice to players coming from a small high school and how to put themselves on the map in order to have the best chance to be seen by recruiters? Play with a team that's going to get in front of coaches. You know, like that's the only way you're gonna get seen is if you get with people that's gonna get seen. As simple as that. You know what I mean? Or go to events where people gonna see you. And then you as a coach have to do the marketing. The kids can't do the marketing. Like that's what coaches got to do more work for their kids. You know, yes, is it hard for people to respond back to you? Absolutely. But if you have players, like people respond, I respond back to everybody that got players. If you don't got players, no, I'm not going to respond back to you because my job is predicated on trying to get players. You know what I mean? We got to get players for us to win. So if you don't have players, I'm going to talk to the people that do got players. If you have players that are good, then people respond back to you. And then if you say, like when coaches, like for example, when coaches lie and they say, "Oh, I got a kid for you," and then you watch the kid and the kid is not good, you lost credibility. So the next kid that you do have, I'm not listening to you because your first impression is everything. So you have to do the coaches have to do more marketing. You know what I mean? And some of them do. And yes, it's harder work. It's extra work. But you have to market the kid because an adult is going to listen to an adult over a child, over a kid. Like if a kid is sending it to me, or a parent is sending me, a parent respectfully is biased over their kid. With the utmost respect, they're biased. But a coach is hitting the coaches up like, "Listen, coach, like, man, I know everybody hitting you up, but man, I got a kid that's pretty good." Well, I'm going to be more inclined to listen to a coach before I listen to a kid, before I listen to a parent. And so, if a coach is not pushing you, like even if I do like you, I'm going to call the coach. You get what I mean? So the coaches need to be more marketers than the players, in my opinion. 6'6" good height, 4'4". If you athletic, it is really good height. Coach, you got to check me out. I go to Faith Family. In Texas, I think I saw y'all play. What's your take on from the NCAA Academy for campers and club teams? I thought it was great. I thought the campers were good. Like, there's some kids that are like Division II players on the individual pathway. Some kids that are higher than our level. Some kids that are Division I players. There's some kids that are borderline. You know, some kids that got invited because they coach know a lot of people. You know what I mean? Let's keep it about. And then the club teams were really good. 15, 16, you was fine. Like, all the kids I saw were good. So I thought that was a good thing for the academy. Do you have to be good at finishing if you're a shooting guard? Yes. Or you got to be a cash out shooter. Hey, coach, just saw you at the NCAA Academy. Yeah, I probably saw you too. Thoughts on them adding 2 more scholarships? That's not for D1 team. That's only for high majors. So Power 5 got 2 extra. We didn't get that. Man, one of my OGs played at Cal State, Andre McCall. I don't know him, but he probably was really good because they were really good back in the day at D2. Could I possibly get college offers coming for overseas at 20 years old? Possibly NBA. I mean, anything's possible, but it just depends on how good you are. Malik Dixon, you was tough too. Malik Dixon. I don't remember. I already answered that. Deontay Williams at Sac State this year from Austin. Yeah, no, I recruited him. I recruited Deontay. Deontay can play. We didn't need that position, but he really can play. I recruited him. You can ask him. No, I like Deontay. He got game. He know how to play. He got high upside. I love him. I do love him. So if you got players like him, we can talk. Because I really love him. I love him. What's your long-term goals as a coach? I mean, obviously, I want to be a head coach one day, So we'll see. Yes, my name, Lamont. What do I need to do to be a two guard? Ball handling, shooting, finishing, defending, rebounding, just being a good player. Everything. But yeah, my man, where's he at? I can't. Lonius, Malik Dixon. Oh yeah, Malik Dixon. Gotcha. No, like Deontay is nice. I watched him play at South Georgia Tech. I'm close with the coach, and I went to go watch him play last year. And I asked him, I recruited him. We didn't need his position, so I kind of fell off. But I recruited him for a while, and I really liked him. I thought he actually was gonna be better in JUCO than he was. I thought he was gonna average 18. You know what I mean? But he didn't. You know what I'm saying? We ended up taking somebody else, and we went in a different direction. And then he committed early, so I didn't have a chance to kind of keep recruiting himself. And I don't blame him. He should have. So, he's a good player. What was the talent level that made Hoops Cali Live finale last weekend? I didn't go. Can college recruit a 6'6" that plays the 4? Yes, if you're good. I sent him today, Patrick. Yeah. They got another kid over there. They got a kid. I don't know if he's from Australia, number 4 on their team. He was a freshman last year. Tough. That kid is tough. Really good. He go nice. So if you plugged in with Dave Patrick, I believe. And I like Coach Patrick. Cool. I like him. Good dude. Around what height should a shooting guard be? I got those videos. You gotta go watch those. It's on my profile. As an AAU coach told a parent, I know that it was a live weekend in Las Vegas this weekend. It was a live weekend. This weekend it was. It was in Vegas. Bigfoot. William Johnson. So Will, I know Will too. So you coach with Coach Bilal. You his plug. I got you. Because all them kids went to South Georgia Tech. I know him. I didn't think he guarded the way that we wanted to guard, but I recruited the other guard on his team, Marvin McGee III, who's with us now. But I like Will. I didn't think he guarded the way we guarded. I thought he was good though. What's the best way to deal with doubt and overthinking in games? Get in the gym and work on simple stuff so that you can be confident in something. It's 5'9" okay as a height for freshman shooting guard if you can play. AAU teams or school teams, both. So y'all know y'all ask me the same question almost every time I get on here. But what should a small big work on? The same thing a big. We'll finish at the rim, ball handling, making open shots, probably the 15-foot, rebounding. You definitely need to rebound. If you 6'5" and above and you don't rebound, that hurts you. I ain't gonna lie. Because I rebound and I'm shorter than y'all. So I had over 400 rebounds in my 3-year D1 career. So y'all can rebound. That just takes some heart. So you need to, go rebound. When do you push a kid to red shirt? Sometimes it's talked about before. It just depends on the kid. Sometimes some kids need a red shirt. They're not ready. But sometimes it's talked about before. It just depends. It varies from kid to kid. I red shirt. So make it clear what a real offer is versus a fake offer. So a real offer is a committable offer. So younger kids, most of them not going to make younger kids, when you get offered young, that's really interest. Because all y'all care about is offers, right? Y'all don't care about that a coach like you. You really don't even care that a coach it's kids that we'll talk to every single day. Think about this. I'll talk to a kid every single day, and they think we're not interested because we didn't offer. That's how much y'all value the offers. When back in the day, it used to be, man, if you got offered, that means it was ready. Coach really, really wanted you to come there, and then you would be the only kid that was offered. Now kids don't care. It's 8 offers out in the same position. You don't even care. You know what I mean? So the fake offers, I guess, per se, is when coaches ask for favors, they want you to offer the kid they never seen them play. You getting offers and coach ain't never seen you play. The kid we was talking about, the one kid, Malachi, we was talking about, I saw him play. I watched him. So that offer from us is real until he decides he either going to take a school or he don't be good enough. You know what I mean? But fake offers are ones where the coach didn't never see you play. So how can he think that you're gonna come here and you never see anything? So a real offer is coach seeing you play, they know your game, They thought that you played well when they watched you, and it's a committable offer, and if you said I'm going to commit, they probably would take you. So this is a simple version. How do you know you're not going to be D1? You don't know that. You got to work. Like, you don't, John, working. You don't know if you're going to be D1 or not. You don't know that. Just keep working. You know what I mean? I played JV. I played sophomore team. I played JV. I played all that. I got cut my freshman year. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Like, I'm more like y'all than y'all think. My freshman year, I got cut. Right? I didn't make varsity. I was hurt. The next year, I moved. I moved to a whole different state. Right? I thought I was going to cut. I played sophomore, JV, and varsity. 3 teams. I played a lot on sophomore. I started on sophomore and JV, barely played on varsity. Okay? My junior year, I moved again. Right? I moved to Georgia because my family moved. So I wasn't just switching schools, but I moved to Georgia. My family moved to Georgia, right? So I made varsity, and I didn't start at first. I came off the bench. So I just did all the dirty work, and I started starting toward the end of the year. Then my senior year, I was the main. So it just take hard work. Like, you don't know. Like, just continue to keep working, because when it's your time, you need to be ready. Most of y'all work, and if you don't get the results right away, you quit. I ain't finna do all that. I ain't do that. I was like, I'm finna keep working, because when it clicks, I was like, man, when it clicks, I need to be ready. And it clicked. By the time I became a senior, I played with people that believed in me, even at AAU. Like, I played with an independent team, and coach would put us in events where we could get seen. And then we played against people that were better than us and blah, blah, and I showed out against them because I was ready. So, and then my coach marketed us. Like, man, come watch my team. Come watch my team. Yada, yada, yada. And then somebody came to watch one of our bigs. I had a great game. Coach talked to the coach. They came back and watched me again. Scholarship. You know what I mean? That was the one I wanted to go to. I took it. So it's not really rocket science. Like, just keep working. Keep playing. So 5A, 6A division affect recruitment. I don't know. I don't think it like really affects it if you're not very good. What season time of year are college coaches looking to scout the most? In the summer, May, June, July. That's when we all out. Like, we all tired because we've been out all summer.